Hello, welcome to my channel, Lady D. This is going to be our video on the predictions for Australia for 2026, and I'm here joined by my friend Katrina Numerologist. Hello, and Clairvoyant. Hello, Katrina. How are you?
Hello, Danielle, Lady D. Thank you for having me this evening.
That's okay. So I thought it'd be fun giving, because I'm all about planets and I do my psychic predictions I do every year, but you do the numerology. So I fully feel like it's good to mix the numerology up with the astrology to see where we're going to go in Australia this year. Um, I have got some people, because we look at the leaders, when we're looking at the country, look at our leadership, because that's going to be ruling sort of what happens with us here in Australia. So do you want to start by talking some numbers about Australia this for 2026?
2026. Well, universally, 2026 is a 1 year and Australia is a three in numerology. So to add them together, I would feel the four is going to be quite significant for Australia. So adding them together. And four is all about structure, security, stability, nature, earthy stuff. And you have just referenced that Australia is ruled by Capricorn, correct? And that
Yeah.
is an earth sign. Earth signs in connection with four need stability and structure and getting their shit together. I feel like Australia's going to get their shit together this year
Yeah.
as a whole. And yeah, getting things in order. So that's the four. Now we have a couple of people we're going to have a look at. That's politicians in connection with Australia too, right?
Yeah, and I was just going to say, so I got it here that Capricorn themes are strongly match Australia because it has the authority, government, institutions, law, structure, responsibility, hard work, resilience, earning your pride, and strong ties to land, mining, resources. So it's all part of the Capricorn energy. So,
Yeah, right.
so
Okay.
I thought we'd look at some of our like people in politics because if you want to know where the country's going, you look at the politics of the country. So I know your comfort zone here. So let's
Way out of my comfort zone. I
let,
don't even watch TV, mate.
so let's look at old Albo. So
Okay, we'll look at Albo
disclosure,
for this
disclosure,
year.
I'm not a fan, must say. Um,
Yeah.
I did predict I did predict last year that Pauline Hanson would increase her popularity would increase and that she would get re-elected, and that has come true. And I actually feel like she's going to go further this year. But with what do you see with what's his name? Anthony Albanese.
So our Albanese, I've done his chart. I'll let you know he is a six life path and a six destiny. The guy takes things personally sometimes. He does take on too much responsibility for other people's stuff, but heart chakra stuff, right? Wouldn't be surprised if he has a heart attack this year, to be honest, because six is connected to heart chakra energy. He's a life path six, destiny six, and he's in a six personal year. So, level of sensitivity and need for self care does take things personally. I'll let you know his birthday number is a two, and two is all about partnership and doing things in partnership and, needing another person beside him. So I don't know. I don't follow the TV.
He did get
I
married
wouldn't,
last year.
Okay, yeah, wouldn't be surprised that he does like doing things in partnership, and I'd say that he does have someone with him quite consistently with the two. Now, I'll let you know he's currently in a 22 pinnacle number, which is also a four. So that's structure and security. 22 is the master builder. So it's all about working on the foundational aspects of stuff. So I'd say that he's all about like, you know, like getting stuff in order and working on the foundational aspect of stuff in connection with the country. Now, he was also in a period cycle one, and one is all about leadership. So I'm not surprised he has gone into the prime ministry, and he is like, as a prime minister, he's actually the 31st prime minister, which is also a four. So not surprised. And I do feel I feel Australia being in a 4 year, um, just from the numerology value of the country, I feel it is. It's all about, getting things in order. I wouldn't be surprised that, there's also some things in connection with nature. But poor Albanese, with all those sixes in his chart, being a Pisces as well, I reckon he's a bit of an emotional character. Sixes can be quite sensitive as well and take things to heart. And yeah, he's very family orientated as well. So I wouldn't be surprised that he needs to spend some time at home this year in order to look after his health and well-being. But yeah, definitely heart feeling. I'm feeling like he's going to have to address some heart stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's learning a bit this month. He's in a 7 month, and he's learning a bit. Some truths coming out. He's a personality number 7. So yeah, probably being a bit forward and a bit blunt himself because
Well,
anyone with a 7 in their chart. They're the truth. Truth is really important, but they can be a bit blunt sometimes. Hey, bit
well, he's
straightforward.
actually born with so Chiron. It's a your sort of your wound, your emotional wound, emotional pain, I'm going to call it. That's linked with the sun. So for him, I reckon he'll always have something that's not going right, or he's always sort of poor me, being that victim mentality, being also
Yeah.
Pisces. But also his life, he'll always be something that's not happy with in his life with him.
I can see your putty cat in the back.
Oh, yeah, she always does. I always tell her her main job, her job is to look cute. That's her job.
She's so cute.
So
She's beautiful.
she is.
I got mine beside me, so it's funny that our familiars are with us. Yeah, sorry for interrupting.
So,
I will share though
yeah.
too. His challenge number is a 2. So although he likes doing things in partnership, as a challenge number in a 2, it means that he's a little bit indecisive. So he does get caught up over analyzing stuff and fails to actually take action sometimes because he's too busy and over analyzing what he should do.
Well, he's got Gemini
So.
moon. His moon's in Gemini.
Oh dear, he definitely overanalyzes stuff, gets caught up in a mind space. Gemini's air signs with 2s in their chart, and he's a birthday number 2 in a 2 challenge. Overanalyzes options. He does.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mercury's in Aquarius as well. So you can think outside the box.
Oh, he's Aquarius.
Well, Mercury, the way he thinks, the way that he speaks,
Ah,
he's
okay. I was
like
going to say,
Aquarius.
I'm sure he's Pisces.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's a
Pisces
Piscean, that's for
sun.
sure.
Yeah, okay.
Um, but Mars in Leo. So again, if he gets angry, he turns to a little kid, little
Mm.
broody. But so when he got booed, I know he went to that in Bondi. They had a service there, and he was booed, and that would have really affected him.
Yeah,
Quite.
100%. Yeah, he takes things personally, with this all that level of 6 energy, and he's in a 6 year, so
Hmm.
he'd be feeling the feels, and he'll feel it. Sixes are empathic; they do pick up on other emotions and stuff, and even in crowds and stuff, he'd probably feel a little bit overwhelmed. Wouldn't be surprised if he's had anxiety too over the time. He should stay away from stimulants. He shouldn't drink coffee. Soul number 8, which means like his heart desires to be the business-minded leader. So he desires to be abundant, which I'm sure as a prime minister he's making a motto. So that's, something that's a thing. He's also Eight's all about justice as well. So, being strong and courageous. His maturity number is a 3, so step into that when we're 45. So he's all about the talk too. Got the gift of the gab too. Australia is a 3 in numerology, and he's a maturity number in a maturity 3. So that makes total sense to me. That why he would lead Australia in that sense. But yeah, just the fact that he's in a period cycle 1. And when did he come into office? He came in 2022. So he came in as the Prime Minister in the year 2022, correct? And if you add all that up together, that's a universal 6 year. And what's his life path number and destiny number? 6. Just like our previous recording about New Zealand. Okay, so can you see what's happening here? Mr. Life Path 7, Destiny 7 came into office in a universal 7 year. So there's no such thing as coincidence. I'm here to show people the connection in connection with numbers. So,
Well,
yeah, it's pretty curious, isn't it?
It is, it is. So,
It
but
really
I
is.
don't think he's going to be in again. I don't think he's going to go in like three for the third term.
Yeah,
I
right.
think, I don't know, I kind of feel like by the end of this third term, he's going to be getting pushed out
What
personally.
year's that? This year, is it?
No, no, we won the election. He won that last year. So
Oh,
2025.
oh, I'm so grateful that you know this stuff. But he first went in 22, right? Is
Yeah,
that
so
right?
and then he won again last year. That was actually that elect the day we had the election, Neptune was conjunct Venus, and so I felt more for the liberal they would might get a holding, but there's a delusion there. So I don't know. I'm just saying Neptune can be quite delusional, foggy, dissolve with
Oh,
Venus,
yeah.
affects money. So I kind of feel like that there was something not right about that. I'm just going to say that. A bit fishy. But with the transits coming up this year for him, again, I don't have his time, just the birthday. He will have Jupiter over his Mars around August, so he'll feel more confident in himself. That could
Mm,
actually last about a year, that transit, just the energy. But also,
yeah.
he's going to have Uranus over the moon. So it could be around July or it could be a bit further on, depending at the time when he's born. But with that, that's going to be something unusual, unexpected over the home and with his feelings, emotions. So there could be
Yeah,
something coming up around him. What I got,
100% with all the
mm,
sixes anyway. To me,
well,
sixes, like with six energy with like a water sign, they can be really emotional. It's like,
well,
yeah.
Pisces, they are emotional. They're the last.
Yeah, but Pisces with sixes in their chart, next level emotional, right? That's why I feel like I don't know what he's like. Does he mouth off a bit?
He, oh, it doesn't say he, I wouldn't say mouth off. Look, I'm not a fan. I don't feel to me, he's very weak. To me, his leadership is very weak. It's not very strong. He wants to, um, he's very left leaning as a prime minister,
Mm.
and they're not into tackling the real issues. That's what I kind of feel. Um, I kind of feel intuitively what's going to come up for him this year. I did see that he was trying to hide like a big mistake, and he's trying to hide it. And I don't know whether or not that's going to be the social media ban that he's placed on the young people, but I did get that's not going to work. There's too many holes in it. I don't know if it's that or something else, but I just see him trying to hide something, and it's like a big mistake. Um, I got him trying to hold on to power. I got that by the end of this of his term, meaning the election cycle, that it's like he's trying to be being pushed out because I feel like that there are people in the party with knives really stab him in the back. Australia needs a fire sign. People like fire signs as leaders. So when you go back, as I know from
I
what
thought you
I
said
know,
Australia was Capricorn.
no, it is, but people like fire signs to be leaders. If you think back in the politicians, the ones that have been more liked, you got Bob Hawke. He's a Sagittarius, and he was
Ah,
that fun, jovial sign.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
you go John Howard, I'd say would be my next one, Leo. John Howard's a Leo, and he's out of the ones that they're the two that sort of stand out for me as more likable. The others we've had many like sort of the Virgo or Scorpios. We had a few Scorpios in them. I'm pretty sure Tony Abbott or was it Kevin Rudd? We've had a few Scorp. The water signs, they're not good leaders. So
No. Too
uh,
emotional, that's why.
and I've always felt that there's a what's his name? Jason St. Clair. He's a fire sign. I thought that he might step up and end up being a leader at some point. Um, he's quite charismatic. So I got here, anything else I got have about him in my notes. So I don't really have much else. I just feel like there's ready to stab him in the back. The
Mm.
party will stab him in the back, and that there's a sort of a wanting him to be pushed out because his popularity is going to go down. It's already going down, and I do feel like it's going to go down even further. Is what I kind of feel for him. So what do we get? So we got the opposition leader, which is Susan. Now she's a Sag. I was like surprised to find out she's a Sag.
Yeah, right.
because she doesn't come across as a Sagittarius to me. Um,
Mm.
she's got the only thing I love Sagittarians, they're one of my favorite star signs, but they lack structure. And she is a lot of Sag. She's got Pisces moon, and then she's got everything else in Sag. She's got Mars, Sag, Venus, Sag, Mercury, and the Sun. Um, what did you get about Susan Lang?
She's a life path 7, destiny 7, soul number 3, personality 4, maturity 5, birthday 5. She's a straight shooter herself. Sevens, that she's very highly intelligent. But yes, says it how it is, very straightforward. She's a true seeker, loves doing her research. I feel like with her energy, she pulls things out of the bag unexpectedly, right? That's the 5. She's very adaptable, go with the flow. Now, how old is she? She's a 61 model, so she's a bit older than Albanese. So 65. So she's in an 8 period cycle in a 2 pinnacle. Her challenge number is a 5. To me, yeah, although she's a maturity number 5, birthday number 5, she's not very adaptable. It can change can really upset her. She's not very adaptable. But she's a talker. Her heart desires to be that talker, the 3, which is good at networking and creative and fun. Like I said, Australia is a 3 in numerology, so that's her heart desire to rule Australia, like to be the leader. However, she doesn't have leadership energy in her chart. She doesn't
No,
have a 1 in her chart.
no,
So,
she's not. Even in the astrology, there's
she doesn't
nothing.
have leadership qualities there. The
Mm.
one's definitely like the leader, you know?
I have a
So,
feeling she won't make it till the election. I don't
no.
think that, and I was getting a younger male could possibly get in there, but I had the picture in my head, but I don't know the name, but I could see the face. I just don't know the name.
Mm.
Um,
Feel like travel's really like she can be restricted with traveling for some reason as well, somehow. Although with that level 5, she's got 2 5s in her chart. That's all about like massive shifts and changing stuff up all the time. People that hold 5s in their chart, they need change. So a lot of 5 people they'll change their furniture around in their house and stuff. Because if there's not change happening in their life, they need to do it. So yeah, so it's pretty funny actually.
I reckon
Um,
I reckon by Cancer season, so July, she may be out.
yeah, yeah. Well, I feel like with the 7s in her chart, I feel like June more specifically will be quite influential for her because that's a universal 7 month. But let me have a look at what personal year she's in because when we work out personal years, I feel like it's quite influential. So when's the birthday again? The 14th of
14th,
December.
yeah.
So when we calculate that for this year, and that's a 9, yeah, she'll be out. 9 completion out. I
Yeah.
feel that this is one person we can agree with. Gone. See you be gone.
Let me see if I can let me see if I can quickly um find who I was seeing. Um do they show us all their pictures? See, I really like I don't know how to say her name. Um is it Michelle Cash? She's good. Let me have a look here. I kind of felt younger male um would 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 maybe get in. Ah, it might have been Andrew Hasty. Might have been him.
All right.
I think he was the one that I was seeing. So, or if I look at Jacinda, pers even if personally, if Jacinda Napa Price got in, I think she'd be good as well. But anyway, I kind of felt male that would get in. So with her, yeah, but that's what I'm really got her. She's not as strong. She's got too much Sag and Pisces in the chart. She had a Sag
Mm.
Capricorn moon. and maybe Aquarius, uh, sort of maybe Aquarius there somewhere, I think she'd be a lot better. But I feel like she tries hard, but she doesn't have the power behind her. That's what I kind of feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
No.
with with I did pull in Hanson because she's a black sheep. She says it as it is. Her popularity is getting to her now. Her party's now overtaken the Greens, so she's now um it goes like Labour, Liberal, and now One Nation is coming up overtaking the Greens now. So I do feel like now that we're coming out of Neptune in Pisces and then Saturn's moving out of Pisces too, going into Aries, it's going to be more the right coming back here. We're going to see there'll be a moving away from the left side of things and coming more into like the right side of politics or right side of politics, when it's what do you want to call it, lefty righties, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's definitely a right one for the right. I feel like she's going to get more stronger this year. And I got for her as well in my notes that Pauline Hanson has more push in Parliament, deals being made done better that's for the better. So I kind of feel like she's going to be able to push certain things because of popularity, and it may
Yeah.
be done under the table. We may not know what's going on, but I feel like she's going to have more push in Parliament just because of the popularity of the people pushing as well behind her.
Oh she's all about the safety of Australia, eh? Like
Mm-hmm.
she's a life path for maturity number 4 and a 22-4 pinnacle. She's also in a 1 period cycle. She would be great in leadership, you know. Um, because yeah, that period cycle of the 1 to lead, and she has that
Oh,
personality number 2, right? That's how other people see her. Other people see her as a leader. She is. She holds the 1 in her chart. She's a life path 4, maturity 4. She's all about structure, stability, and the security of Australia. That's her primary focus. But what I love about her is that she holds 2 9s in a chart. She's a destiny 9 and a birthday number 9. And she's the compassionate humanitarian. She actually does care about people, and
mhm.
that's the 9s. And she probably has volunteered some time as well. 9s are the volunteers. So her soul number is an 8. So, you know, her heart desires to be that business minded leader, to be abundant. But yeah, no, she's got the element of the 4 and the 9 big time. So massive.
There was
She can be a
something.
bit indecisive, but she doesn't, I want to say, she doesn't necessarily play well with others because
Well,
she's a challenge number 2. So sometimes with the 2 energy, it's like partnership energy or, you know, also over analyzing stuff. But she's got that 4 in a chart. She's a doer, that woman. 4s, life path 4s, action, mate. She's a doer. She is a doer.
the
I'm glad
Gemini.
she's got, yeah, I'm glad she has 4s in her chart though, because with Gemini energy being air, they have to have grounding numbers. And if they don't have a 4 in their chart, they're too airy fairy. She's a very grounded Gemini. And Geminis are all about communication. She doesn't have any 3s in her chart, but because she's a Gemini, that helps her with that.
Well, she had Jupiter going with the election went over the sun, so I knew that energy was going to pull her through as well.
Mm,
Um, plus,
yeah.
plus she's got plus she's also had Jupiter over Venus, which is love or money. As well, they did try to put her down by saying she took Gina Righthardt's plane to America, I think it was, and it didn't work. But she's got Pisces moon. She does have that, but she Mercury's in Gemini, Venus Cancer, Mars in Capricorn. So she's motivated by structure, by doing things the right way. That's part of her motivation. And if you break the rules or don't follow, her rules, she gets angry. So it'd be interesting to see if Barnaby Joyce has joined One Nation. So it'll be interesting to see how they play out together. Might be a bit up and down, but I think they're on the same page. She's got conjunction this year. So this year around July, she's going to have Mars, Uranus conjunct her Sun. So Uranus is going to be something unexpected, unusual. With Mars there, it
Mm.
could be a strength or it could be anger. So,
Hey, yeah, okay.
so
So
July
you could
looking.
use it as a rocket fuel, eh?
Well, we'll still see
Mm.
what's going to happen, but that's what's at the mo this what's going to happen this year. That's a transit
Ooh.
that's going to happen with her this year. I think even though she's, getting a bit on in age, she's here to stay. I feel like she'll be here as long as she can. She
Yeah,
wouldn't
you're
be
talking
here
about
at 80.
we're still talking about Pauline, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in a nine personal year this year, and she's got those nines, like very prominent nines. She's a Destiny 9 birthday number 9. So this year is going to be extremely influential. To me, it is about completion energy, but it's about her really stepping into her compassionate humanitarian role. So doing things for humanity.
Mm.
So that will be her primary focus. And she will need to let go of some stuff. Some things will come to completion for her. She'll be
Mm-hmm.
doing a bit of spring clean out emotionally, mentally, and physically. So she'll have to, yeah, let
You'll
go of
have
some
to.
stuff.
I do feel we'll
Mm.
have to. There'll be just too much clutter or too much stuff there. Um,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I
So that's
feel
the
it.
thing that she'll be doing, letting go of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
look
But
at now. His other photo is Josh Frydenberg. I'm saying that
yeah.
correctly. Not with names. They sell him look with names. So he left. Now he left, but the reason why I got him is because I feel like he's coming back. I feel like
Ah,
what
okay.
happened at Bondi has put because he's a Jewish Australian, so it's put a fuel in his fire, and I feel like with that, that's going to want him
Mm.
to come back and make a step up.
Yeah.
So he's a Cancer, Taurus, Mercury and Leo. He's got
Mm.
this year Uranus over Saturn, but it's going to be Mars. That's in July, so that could be Saturn is problems. So it could be an unexpected problem mixed with a bit of as Mars could be a strength or anger there. So July could be an interesting time, I think, for us all. Um,
Mm.
but he's also got Jupiter over the Sun coming up in around, that's actually there now in January, but that energy can last for a while. So that's actually some good energy there. Could bring him back in the spotlight. But I just feel like there's a fire being lit. I feel like that what do I have here for him? Fire back before he was worn out, type, but this is like giving him a new relief. What did you think on him?
This year for him, he's in a 7 year. And he's in a 7 pinnacle as well. So it's all about the truth and wisdom and knowledge and yeah, like teaching other people some stuff. He is also in a challenge number 2, so that I find that curious. Um, he's a life path 33, which is also a 6. So, and he's a Cancerian, so he's all about home and family too. So to me, he has a level of sensitivity, so ruled by emotions, definitely. He has 2 5s in his chart. He's a Destiny 5 personality 5. So other people see him as quite adaptable and go with the flow, not rigid at all. There's no 4s in his chart. So yeah, 4s are all about structure and security, but the negative side is like a bit rigid. His soul number is a 9. So it's funny that we talk about him after Pauline when she's really vibing the 9. So that's his heart's desire to be that compassionate humanitarian. And to me, it's all about freedom for humanity for him. That's because the elements of the 5 and the 9 for him. Now, his maturity number is an 11 2, which is a master number, and he's in that right now. And 11 is also that 2 energy. So working in connection with other people and bringing things into harmony and balance. But 11 is like, very intuitive. So using his intuition and really stepping into his intuition. Now he's a master number life path too, where all the other ones are not master numbers at all. And so usually with master number energy, bigger the lessons, bigger the rewards, but he's more community focused. So to me, you said he is part of the Jewish community. So he would have been rocked by what happened at Bondi.
Mm.
He would have felt that very empathically and would want to do something about it, take action in connection with that. But I feel like he is like I want to say a peacekeeper person because 33 sixes are like that. They are really community focused. So as a poly, I feel like he would be more local government type of stuff rather than, leadership, because he doesn't have that one in his chart either. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Well, he has Taurus moon and he was the treasurer. So he's
Ah, okay. Oh, that's curious because, like, if he was the treasurer, I would feel that he would have an eight, but he doesn't.
yeah.
He's in an 8 period cycle. Yeah, that's where it's at. So he's in a 7 pinnacle in an 8 period cycle. So there's the eight. Yeah, because I'm like, yeah, the eights are all about money and finances and careers. So that makes
He
sense.
was, yeah, so
But
he
he
was the
doesn't have the one. He doesn't have the one, and ones are all about leadership. Not to say that people that don't have a one, but it really does. You can sort of see when the ones come in. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I
So, but
know.
that seven influence is really big, and I feel like it's about him teaching people. 100%.
Like
I
he's
actually like him. He's a 33-6 life path like me.
well,
I hold similar numbers to him.
we'll see.
It's really
Well,
cool.
well, he's got Mars in Aquarius, so when something's not fair, or humanitarian like that, yeah, that would have rocked him Bondi, having that Mars in Aquarius.
Yeah,
You know, very
17th of July too is a date of birth that comes up a lot. It's actually a date that comes up synchronistically for me in connection with my twin flame journey too. It was the date that I first met my twin flame. Yeah, it's pretty
well.
curious.
The other things I got for Australia, let me see. I got here. Oh, so I just thought this year we're all about standing in our honor, like honoring our country, our flag, like because that's I feel like that's been lost. There's no
Yeah.
honor, like well they burnt the Australian flag on the bridge. So
Mm.
it's coming back into celebration of having honor and pride in our country. Um, I got interest rates going up, and I felt like the job rate was going to go up as well. 'Cause I feel like the economy is not going to be doing very well this year. And I got here public fight. So I feel like the public's going to get enough and have a fight back about the government selling our assets. I feel like that's going to be a big thing for
Yeah.
me.
Well, that's it. It's about the four, right? The structure and stability and security. And I think this is going to kick off Miss
Pauline.
Pauline.
In saying,
Mm,
and I do see immigration being either stopped or being like slowing down. And that could be a polling hence, could be a polling thing with that.
mm.
Got here the fire. I thought it was gonna be a fire down New South Wales Victorian border could come up. I got floods in Queensland, and I got here. I got it before, but it never actually came to fruition. But I see it again, like something being done, something not good with our crops, like some sort of bug. I don't know, sure, but and I got an earthquake in WA. And I also got there could be a find like a dinosaur, some sort of like finding around Ayers. Well, I call it Ayers Rock or Uluru, whatever you want to call it. I because I grew up calling it Ayers Rock, so that's why I say that. But I know it's Uluru as well.
Yeah,
Um,
I resonate with Uluru. Uluru is a three in numerology. I don't know what Ezrock is, but yeah, definitely vibe with Uluru. It's funny
but,
you referenced that. Yeah.
but I feel like some sort of finding, like dinosaur or something around there. Which I
Yeah,
thought
right.
I even thought in my general like predictions I actually got there was a mineral going to be found, a new mineral. But that was like more
Mm.
of an asteroid thing. So is there anything else you want to add to where you think we're going to go this year?
Um,
Like, I do think there'll be protests and there'll be strikes coming up, people wanting.
I feel like there's going to be like with the four, people need to like the people of Australia. Like I feel like the four energy is really important this year for Australia, which is all about structure and security, but it's more about governing our resources as well. The four, which is all about the earth, right? And to me, that's our resources. And from my understanding, we're selling them off
Hmm,
for cheap. Like we've sold our ports and everything. So like, we're selling our resources off a stupid amount of money. Like we need to hold on to our safety and security and stability. Like, so I think there's going to be new stuff coming in connection with that.
hmm,
And that need for safety as well, like is going to be amped up. I wouldn't be surprised that like stuff in connection with the military and, whoever's in government will want to plug more money into
I
protecting
think that's going to happen with,
Australia.
I think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Even I got, I don't want to give stuff away, but I have got a prediction
Mm.
for my American when we do America that I feel like China was gonna, they could possibly use it on us, but they're gonna have a device that could take out phones, like use it for
Yeah.
phones. But I
Yeah.
but I do
100%.
see drafting coming in, like people coming
Mm.
to for because I feel like I know we're saying that the one energy is new beginnings, but it's also war energy, and the planets where they are, it's all bringing up like Aries. We're going to have, especially
Yeah.
April, we're going to have Mars, Mercury, Chiron, Saturn, Neptune, all in Aries, and Aries rules war.
Mm.
So we're coming into some pretty, I always say, interesting times. It's an exciting time to be alive.
Yeah. It
But
is a very exciting time to be alive.
yeah, but thank you for joining me, Katrina. Where can people?
Thank you for having me. I seriously, you are right. It's way outside my comfort zone doing all this politician stuff because you know what my belief system is that the pollies are all part of a broken system, and that a new system needs to be in
Look,
to
it
come
will.
in. But we
It
need
will.
something else in
Yeah.
if we need a change, when I see that, the politicians, they get paid a lot of money and then they get paid, a whole lot of money when they retire as well, So,
Yeah.
I think they get paid a lot of money and that's taxpayers' money as well, yeah. And that I know the what do you call it, like discrepancies. And, when I was studying at university, I learned about how they do things and manipulate things to suit themselves and to their own abundance, like you can see it. And it's only when things comes to light that you can see the truth that happens, in connection with that. So the truth will
100%.
always come out. I do believe that. But yeah, I feel like that all this sort of structure is part of, yeah, a system that is unsustainable, and selling off our resources is unsustainable as well. So
I
for the
think like
future of Australia, I do feel we actually need to hold on to what we've got and have a bit more firmer boundaries. But I don't see that happening for another couple of years yet.
yeah, it will take a long time, but we're going to be going through some, I think, challenging, we'll say challenging times ahead. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But I do
Mm.
think there'll be a fight back of that pride of our country, of the way that we are, and sort of saving, what makes Australia so good. I do think
Well,
that
four's about loyalty as well. So I feel like the energy of the four is definitely. What date was did we sign what did you say the birth date of? It's the first of the first in what year?
Pacific Federation. So yeah, so it was done
What year?
January 1, 1901. Because the
Oh,
first Prime
wow.
Minister was Edward Burton was our first Prime
Yes,
Minister.
that's a four, right? So to me, yeah, very significant.
So the extra layer
Mm.
can also be Taurus, connected to land, and Sagittarius can also be there as well. But overall, it's Capricorn is more of our is our thing. So it's just interesting. So like America ruled by Cancer. So
Yeah, right.
we'll leave it. Think we'll leave it there. So where can people find you, Katrina, if they want to contact you for a reading? Where can they find you?
Well, I have a website and it is www.katrinamclairvoyantnumerologist.com.au. And I also am on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Katrina Clairvoyant Numerologist on Instagram, and I am Katrina M Clairvoyant Numerologist on Facebook. You can also see me at fairs and shows. As you know, we do multiple shows, so lots of things happening. We're also part of Psychics at Sea and the Four Pillars of Light. So lots of different things. So you can find me and Lady D in a few different spaces. Psychics at Sea is a great um, it's a great adventure to be able, it's like a retreat on the sea to learn and to be activated to really embrace and learn about your spiritual gifts. So looking forward to that this November as well. There's lots of places you can find us. We do travel around a bit, sharing our knowledge and wisdom, connecting people in. So in different ways. And there is a lot of connection between astrology and numerology too. So it's
Yeah.
always nice to talk with you, Lady D. You're a very knowledgeable woman. I'm always in awe of how you connect the dots with the stars. I wish I had your level of information.
Oh.
But I also vibe with how connected it is with numbers. So
Mm.
thank you for having me and inviting me to join and connection with the Pollies. And I look forward to talking about some famous musicians soon.
We'll do famous people too. Don't worry about that. So
Famous musos especially.
yes, we'll do that. So thank you for your likes, shares and your comments, and I'll see you for my next video, our next video. So bye for now.
Bye.
So